looking intently, Yeshua said to them, you know what, I don't think I've ever paid attention to the fact that he looked at them intently at that point. I mean, he just looked right at them and got basically in their face and said, with men this is impossible, but with Elohim all is possible. Now I want to interrupt the flow here. We are going to go down to verse 29. Here's something that you probably have never heard, certainly out of me before, but you maybe never heard before. When most people read verse 26, with men this is impossible, with Elohim all is possible, what do you normally think? You normally think, because Elohim will do it for me. Elohim can come in and do and make things happen. Or maybe he's consistent to where he started with the commandments and says, if you are in Elohim, which is following, obeying, submitting, all things are possible. Instead of saying with Elohim because he can do it, but recognizing that doing and applying what he gave you to do, you can do it. But the thing is, you're trying to do it without Elohim. You don't want to follow his commandments. You don't want to submit to his instructions. You don't want to keep the covenant of he speaks, you do. So he's saying, oh, well, yeah, no, it is tough. As long as you keep doing what you want, your way, when you want, how you want, and not do it his way, when he wants, how he wants. No, that's going to be a problem. It's impossible. But if you're going to do it his way, with men, this is impossible. Doing it your way, men, trying to figure it out your way. But with Elohim, all is possible. What did he tell them in the covenant at Exodus? He said, in the covenant, he said, if you will do these things, all the other things will be possible. It'll be possible for a few to chase away thousands. It'll be possible to have no fertility issues with you or your animals and your flocks, and your crops will just produce to abundance, and you won't have any droughts. And that's not normally possible. But it comes under the submission to covenant. And so look at that verse maybe a little bit differently. Because Christianity would like you to just think this is part of the you don't have to worry about it, he's going to do it all for you. Just believe him and in him and let him do it all. I don't think that's consistent to the context of, good teacher, what do I need to do? And he tells them, well, you need to guard the commands. Because guarding the commands makes all things possible. Follow the flow correctly. He didn't stop talking. It's not a different conversation. It's not a different person. This is all part of the same conversation. So he's saying, look, if you're going to want to have everlasting life, which with man is impossible, because isn't that where they're asking, well, who then will be delivered? Delivered out of this fleshly, corruptible body into the incorruptible everlasting life. How is that possible if even a rich guy can't get there? Because remember, in their culture, lots of things are only available to the wealthy. The wealthy can have access to and accomplish and do certain things that nobody else could do. So people thought of the wealthy as having nothing restraining them in any way. He's saying, no, if you're going to do this man's way, or the way man would do it, it is going to be impossible.